Please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, for the information of the board, we have received an communication from the DILG designating the senior board member, Honorable Mark Julius P. Caballes, as acting Vice Governor in lieu of the official travel of the Vice Governor Adeline M. Angeles. Please rise, ladies and gentlemen, the senior board member, Attorney Mark Julius P. Caballes, presiding.
Good afternoon po sa mga kasamahan ko sa 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan. At ang ating pong minamahal na Vice Governor Adeline Angeles ay nasa official travel po, and by virtue of the DILG communication, ako po ang magiging presiding officer as your acting Vice Governor. So good afternoon po ulit at 65th regular session of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan is hereby called to order. Invocation or prayer shall be led by the gentleman from Mugpog, Bukal Neril Manggol, to be followed by the national anthem.
In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you in the mighty name of Jesus, thanking you and praising you. Lord God, today we earnestly pray and hope for your blessings as we deliberate while in session. Please give us more strength individually, both physical and mental, clear visions and capabilities to enable us to deliver the basic services and the other needs to our people. In view of all this, O Lord, please endow us with talent and skills needed to cope with the challenges imposed upon us by our positions in the public service. We ask that you would guide and direct our session today so that it is full of wisdom, productivity, and respect for one another. Thank you for every gift that we have given. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. In the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
Bayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka lang magiliw, sa manlulupi, kita masisingil, sa lagal at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo bahaw, ay ilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang nilaman. Ang isang ng watawat mo'y nagumpay na nagiging, ang bituin ng harap niya kailan ang pag-ibang yung palang araw ng bakit magsita, kaya lagi sa likod. Ang ligaya naman may mamagin, malamatay lang tayo sa'yo. Isla kang iyas ng bansa, hanggang mo'y bigay batala, mga kabagos ng lupa, sayaman ay sabana. Iyong kakang at nagulupan, kaya walang kalikasan. Ikaw ang Diyos sa bibigay, ikaw ang karapatan. Halina ang aming itong pagyamanin, pusong isip ng iyong mamamayan. Kaya putin ang iyong yaman, nang sumakanan walang lumakita, Marinduque aming ulan.
Board members creed to be led by Honorable Ishmael D. Pilim.
Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your right hand. I am a provincial board member,
I am a provincial board member,
given the mandate to serve
given the mandate to serve
my constituency through responsible,
my constituency through responsible
responsive, and effective legislation.
and effective legislation,
Provide dynamic leadership,
provide dynamic leadership,
promote and maximize the delivery
both maximize the delivery
of basic services for the general welfare under a regime of a truly consultative
consultative
and participative democracy. I impose upon myself
I impose on myself
the supreme obligation to perform and carry out the functions prescribed by law unselfishly and with utmost dedication,
by law unselfishly and with utmost dedication,
thereby becoming a genuine
thereby becoming
catalyst of change
catalyst of change
in my locality, in our nation.
in locality in our nation.
Mr. Secretary, kindly call the roll.
Honorable Aurelio J. Leva III, Honorable Antonio L. Mangkukang III, Honorable Bernardine Opis Mercado, Honorable Mel Gabal Arencabo, Honorable Mercedes Arrijano, Honorable Danilo Arred, Honorable Ismael D. Pilim, Honorable Jose Neril L. Manggol, Honorable Baldomero L. Limpiada. Mr. Presiding Officer, we have in our agenda for today is a communication from the newly elected PPSK President of the province.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I ask the Secretary to please read the content of the letter?
Mr. Secretary.
The letter reads, Panlalawigang Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan, the Honorable Members, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Province of Marinduque, through the Honorable Adeline M. Angeles, Vice Governor and Presiding Officer. Dear Vice Governor and SP members, warmest greeting. Pursuant to Section 6.6.8 of DILG Memorandum Circular Number 2023-168, which states that the duly elected President of the Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan at all levels shall serve as ex officio member of the Sangguniang Bayan, Sangguniang Panlungsod, and Sangguniang Panlalawigan respectively upon presentation, submission of the Federation Certificate of Canvass and Proclamation and oath of office to the concerned Sanggunian. The undersigned, as the duly elected PPSK President of the Province of Marinduque, hereby submits the following documents for reference and appropriate action of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to wit. Number 1, Certificate of Canvass and Proclamation. Number 2, Oath of Office. Further requesting that this honorable body to recognize the undersigned as the new PPSK President of the Province of Marinduque and as ex officio member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Thank you very much and looking forward to better partnership with you in providing timely and relevant legislative measure for the welfare of our beloved Marinduqueños. Signed, respectfully yours, signed, Bertinos A. Valencia, PPSK President.
Mr. Majority Floor Leader, Bukal Jojo Leva.
Mr. Presiding Officer, following completion of the requirements required for, I move that we recognize Mr. Bertinos Valencia as ex officio member of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan, representing the Panlalawigang Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan. I so move.
There's a motion from our Majority Floor Leader Bukal Jojo Leva to recognize and welcome the new member, or the newest member of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan. There being no objection, said motion is hereby approved. Let us give a warm welcome and a warm round of applause for the newest member of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan, the PPSK representative. And of course, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude and my personal thanks to our colleague who has worked tirelessly representing the Sangguniang Kabataan kabataan, and being a friend to all, especially to me. So, before we turn over or officially turn over the seat of the PPSK here in the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan, can we please get or solicit a short message from our outgoing PPSK representative, Bukal Butchie Rosales. Back to our Majority Floor Leader, Bukal Jojo Leva.
To give way for consideration of proposed resolution number 2023-474. And may I ask the Secretary to please read the title. I first move to suspend the rules.
The rules are suspended.
May we take consideration of proposed resolution number 2023-474.
So, proposed resolution number 2023-474, resolution of appreciation and commendation to Honorable Lauren R. Rosales, PPSK President and ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan representing the Sangguniang Kabataan, recognizing his contributions in the governance of the province and congratulating him for being elected as punong barangay of Bagong Silang, Santa Cruz, this province.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move that we approve and adopt a resolution entitled Resolution of Appreciation and Commendation to Honorable Lauren R. Rosales, PPSK President and ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, representing the Sangguniang Kabataan, recognizing his contributions in the governance of the province and congratulating him for being elected as punong barangay of Bagong Silang, Santa Cruz, Marinduque. I so move.
There's a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the adoption or approval of proposed resolution number 2023-474, resolution of appreciation and commendation to Honorable Lauren R. Rosales, PPSK President and ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, representing the Sangguniang Kabataan, recognizing his contributions in the governance of the province and congratulating him for being elected as punong barangay of Bagong Silang, Santa Cruz, this province. Is there any second? Duly seconded. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby carried.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I ask that we invite the Honorable Lauren R. Rosales at the podium together with the Presiding Officer as I read the content of the resolution.
We are inviting Bukal Lauren R. Rosales here in the podium for the awarding or turnover of the said resolution.
Resolution number 996, series of 2023. A resolution of appreciation and commendation to Honorable Lauren R. Rosales, PPSK President and ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, representing the Sangguniang Kabataan, recognizing his contributions and governance of the province and congratulating him for being elected as punong barangay of Bagong Silang, Santa Cruz, this province. Whereas, the SK Provincial Federation has experienced remarkable leadership under the stewardship of Honorable Lauren Rubamonte Rosales, who has served with unparalleled dedication, unwavering passion, and profound commitment to the betterment of the Sangguniang Kabataan throughout his tenure. Whereas, Bukal Butchie assumed the role of Panlalawigang Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan President on November 2010 during a crucial period demonstrating exceptional leadership skills, foresight, and the ability to navigate complex challenges faced by the SK Provincial Federation and played a pivotal role in fostering growth and progress within the SK, thereby elevating its status and impact in the community. Whereas, Bukal Butchie has been instrumental in nurturing unity, collaboration, and exclusivity within the Sangguniang Kabataan, creating an environment that encourages active participation and engagement from all members because of his experience being a member of 5 Sangguniang Panlalawigan, spanning from the 12th Sangguniang Panlalawigan 2010 to 2013 until the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan 2022 to 2025. Whereas, Honorable Rosales has executed various initiatives that have significantly contributed to the growth, development, and success of the Sangguniang Kabataan Provincial Federation, leaving a lasting impact on its members and the community at large, the most significant of which is the enactment of the Youth Development Code or Provincial Ordinance Number 160, Series of 2020, which includes the creation of a Provincial Youth Development Office. Whereas, the recently concluded BSKE election signifies a democratic process that allows for the continuous evolution of leadership not only within the SK but in the entire community as a whole, as manifested by the election as punong barangay of Bagong Silang, ensuring a fresh perspective and renewed energy to further advance its respective goals and objectives. Now therefore, be it resolved that the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Marinduque extends its heartfelt appreciation and commendation to Honorable Roland Ribamonte Rosales, PPSK President and ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for the outstanding leadership, dedication, and exemplary service rendered during his tenure as President of the Panlalawigang Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan, recognizing his contributions in the governance of the province and congratulating him for being elected as punong barangay of Bagong Silang, Santa Cruz, this province. Resolved further that a copy of this resolution be presented to Honorable Roland R. Rosales during the 65th regular session of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, adopted this first day of December 2023 at Buwak, Marinduque on motion of Honorable Aurelio J. Leva III, unanimously seconded. Certified to be duly adopted, James L. Solas, SB Secretary, attested Attorney Mark Julius P. Caballes, Acting Vice Governor and Presiding Officer. May we invite Mr. Honorable Rosales to the podium for the acceptance of the resolution.
Yes, po. Inviting Honorable Bucalbuchi Rosales to the here, together with the other members of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan for the awarding of the said resolution and photo picture.
Likewise, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Secretariat will present a souvenir item to Bucalbuchi Rosales.
Basahin ko lang po yung laman ng... Ito po yung maze of recognition na binibigay namin ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan ng Secretariat sa mga gumag-graduate nakaka-3 term. So si Bucalbuchi naman po ay almost 8 years. Nakatapos po siya ng 2 term as SK President. So spanning almost 8 years. So kinonsider na po namin siya as kahit po, hindi siya 3 term Bucal. So it is called the maze of recognition. So the maze of recognition is hereby being bestowed to Honorable Loren Rosales, PPSK President and ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for having completed a 2-term as ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan representing the Sangguniang Kabataan, spanning more than 8 years that commenced on November 2010, a feat that is unprecedented considering the age limitation contemplated by law to be a member of the Sangguniang Kabataan. He became part of the 12th Sangguniang Panlalawigan 2010 to 2013 until the end of his first 3-year term on November 2013 that bridged to the 13th Sangguniang 2013 to 2016. He was re-elected to the same position and assumed on June 2018, which is part of the 14th Sangguniang Panlalawigan 2016 to 2019 for a term that is supposed to end on June 2020 but was later on extended until December 2022 by RA 11462, thereby contemplating the whole term of the 15th Sangguniang Panlalawigan 2019-2022 until the approval of RA 11935 for another extension until November 2023 before it was struck unconstitutional by the Supreme Court in GR numbers 263-590 and 263-673. Given this first day of December during the 65th regular session of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan at Buwak, Marinduque. Signed, James L. Solas by the SP Secretary and Honorable Adeline M. Angeles, Vice Governor and Presiding Officer.
Inviting other members of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan para po sa photo ops. will give the floor to our beloved and honorable Vocalbuchi Rosales for his message para sa 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
To our honorable presiding officer, to our vice governor, bagamat wala po siya dito, members of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan, SP staff, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon po. 10 years ago, ganito din, naiyak din ako. Terminal session ko ng first term ko. I'm here to bid my farewell as your PPSK president and ex-officio member for 8 years. I was fortunate to be included in the honorable role of members of this august body. At the tender age of 16, I was elected for my first term, and it was life-changing. The halls of the capital become a classroom. And the public servants I work with became my teachers. I was not just learning about legislation. I was also getting pulled into the world of politics. Sabi ko po, ako ay mapalad sapagkat hindi lahat ng kabataan ay nabibigyan ng pagkakataong maging kabahagi ng panunungkulan sa ating mahal na lalawigan. Simula noong 12 Sangguniang Panlalawigan, nagbago man ang nanunungkulan, isang pribileyo ang makapagsilbi at matawag na bokal. And I was really blessed be the only PPSK president to serve for 2 terms. The title came with this responsibility that will shock most people my age. We went through challenges, lalo na nung panahong iba pa ang nasa taas. But by God's grace, we are here able to accomplish what we have achieved. Malaking pasasalamat para sa mga gumabay sa akin, lalo ng panahon na inaaral ko pa lamang ang aking kampanin. Kay Tita James, kay Tita Limpa, kay Kuya Carlo, at sa lahat po ng staff ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan, sa aking mga staff sa opisina, kay Rhea, kay Tita Venus, maraming salamat po for your guidance and for believing in my ideas. To Congressman Lord Alan Velasco and Governor Presby Velasco, thank you for your faith in my capabilities. I will always carry your trust as a chief on my shoulder. To the lifelong friends I made and to the secret enemies attacking behind my back, I thank you for making the public servant I am today. This is not a goodbye. My time here has been wonderful, and I hope that sooner rather than later, I shall join you once again. Thank you very much. Mabuhay tayong lahat. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you po sa isang napaka-heartfelt na message from our outgoing PPSK President and friend, Vocalbuchi Rosales. So, in behalf of our Honorable Vice Governor Adeline Angeles, the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan extends our gratitude and our kumbaga ay goodwill towards our friend and colleague Vocalbuchi Rosales So before I give the mic to other members of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan, ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa aking personal na kapasidad bilang first termer na bukal ng unang distrito ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan. So ako ay pumasok dito sa halls ng 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan na kumbaga wala pang kaalam-alam sa politika. At si Bukal Butchie Rosales po ang siguro dahil sa magkalapit ang edad namin, ay siya yung gumabay at naging kaibigan ko nung pagpasok ko dito. At hanggang sa ngayon, sa huling araw niya, ay kami pa rin yung magkasama sa kalokohan at sa... huling araw, I mean, symbolically, sa huling araw ni Bukal Butchie Rosales bilang PPSK President, ay syempre ay kasama mo ako malungkot na kumbaga ay mag-step down ka na dun sa position mo bilang PPSK President. So, mula sa akin at sa aking pamilya na malapit rin naman sa iyo, maraming salamat, Bukal. At kaya siguro sa Santa Cruz ka na nagaya ng inom dahil nasanay mo na ako doon na ako madayo no, pag mag-ano kita. So, maraming salamat, Bukal. And I now give the floor to other members of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan who have messages or who has any message to our beloved Bukal Butchie. So Bukal, sino po muna? Bukal Mel Incabo, if you want to share a message.
To Bukal Butchie, si Bukal Butchie kasi, from both sides sa parents niya, ang kanyang mama, si Ate Lumen, at saka si Kuya Henry, kamag-anak ko po. Kaya kaya po malapit po sa akin si Bukal Butchie. Nung una po ako pumasok, tulad din po na sinabi ni presiding officer po natin, kami po ay hindi nagkakalayo ng edad, kami rin po magkakasama. Si Bukal Butchie po talaga, como kamag-anak ko nga po, talagang nalalapitan ko po siya. Sabi niya, this is not a goodbye. See you again sa pagkakataon na ibibigay at pagkakaloob ng mahal na Panginoon. Good luck sa iyo at salamat sa pinagsamahan natin at sa pagsasamahan pa natin. That's for sure. God bless you and thank you. Maraming salamat sa iyo.
Thank you, Tito Mel.
Thank you po, Bukal Mel. Bukal Jojo Leva, do you have any message?
Nagkatingin ako doon sa dingding kasi iniisip ko kung anong sasabihin ko. Ngayon ay nakasagot na yung dingding at sabi ng dingding, magpasalamat ka kay Bukal Butchie. At lahat ng pinagsamahan namin, even wala pa po ako dito sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, ay nagiging kasama ko na po, nagiging acquaintance ko na po si Bukal Butchie. Even nung first term niya as a young boy in the 12th Sangguniang Panlalawigan at you made a history talaga na wala nga siguro makakagawa ngayon that you become an ex officio member of the Sangguniang Kabataan o Sangguniang Panlalawigan representing PPSK for 2 times. Sapagkat ngayon ang edad ay limited na lamang sa a certain period of time. Nagkataon nun na binigay talaga sa iyo ng Diyos na ikaw ay maglingkod ng 2 beses at mahasa ang iyong kaalaman sa local governance. Bagamat hindi ako natuloy magmaster at ako'y niyayaya mo, but you are still learning, you want to learn, and you can still learn kasi bata ka pa. Marami pang pagsubok at karanasan na ma-encounter sa buhay, and good luck sa ibinigay sa iyo ng Diyos na bagong tungkulin bilang kapitan ng bagong silang at kung ano pa man tungkulin ang iaatang sa iyo ng Panginoong Diyos. Good luck and God bless all the time.
Thank you.
Thank you po, Bukal Jojo. Bukal Mercy.
Bukal Butchi, may sasabihin pa ba ako para sa iyo? Kasi alam mo naman ang relasyon bilang pinakang ina ng ating dito sa ating sanggunian. Tapos bilang kaibigan, close friend ng iyong mga magulang, halos nandun tayo sa bayan, iisa ang ating environment, iisa ang ating iniikutan. Kilalang-kilala ko na ikaw, bilang ikaw ay naging bukal, pagmula na ikaw ay naging bukal na ng ating, sa ating lalawigan. Ang masasabi ko lang sa iyo, enjoy kung ano man ang iyong binigay sa iyo ngayon ng ating mahal na Panginoon, ay iyong i-enjoy yan sapagkat yan ang nalaraan para sa iyo. Panunungkulan. Unahin ang pamilya bago ang politika, yan lamang. Alisin bilang ikaw ay ako'y nangangaral sa inyo bilang inyong mga bilang iyong magulang, at ang iyong pamilya ay ako na rin ang nagiging ka-close na rin. Sa iyong pagtahak bilang isang politika, kung hanggat maaari, magtapos ng pag-aral at kung whatever na iyo pa mang tatahakin para sa iyong pamilya. Isa lang, minamahal ang babae, hindi pinapalitan, at yan ay hindi pinararami. Bochi, ha? Basta, yun lamang, Buchi. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, tita. Parang napaiktad si presiding officer eh.
May lang at maunang gumraduate sa akin si Tita Mercy dito. Katakot naman. Thank you po, Tita Mercy, sa inyo pong mensahe. At sunod naman po ang ating kasamaang bukal na fresh from his European trip. Bekenemen, may pasalubong. Bukal Tres Mangkukang for his message.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Kay Bukal Butchi, na ang tawag ko dito ay Tutay Butchi, Tutay Bukal. Naramdaman ko yung iyong pagtulo ng iyong luha kanina, sapagkat ito ay naramdaman ko na ng dalawang pagkakataon nung tayo ay natapos ang termino, katulad ng sa iyo nung tayo ay Pangulo ng Sangguniang Kabataan sa bayan ng Mugpog sa looban ng 6 na taon at 9 na taon o 19 na taon bilang konsihal ng bayan. At hindi talaga kayang pigilan, kahit nais mong pigilan, na ayaw mong bumagsak ang iyong luha, pero talagang wala kang magagawa ko sa itong babagsak. Sapagkat ang iyong buhay ay, part ng iyong buhay ay naibuhos mo sa iyong paglilingkod. At bahagi na ito ng iyong katawan, ng iyong kaluluwa, ng iyong puso, ng iyong diwa. Kaya't alam ko at nananalig ako sa iyong sinabi, na yung sa iyong huling mga binitawang pananalita, na sooner or later, you will be back again. At alam ko na makakabalik ka. At I wish you all the luck. I wish you all the best. At we love you, Bukal Butchi. Thank you.
Thank you po, Bukal Tres. Bukal Daniret, do you have any message for...
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Ito para kay Bukal Butchi ito. Bukal Butchi, alam mo naman na tayong tatlo ni Bukal Mel ay magkakamag-anak. At sa pangalawang termino mo na bago ka maging Bukal muli, maging PPSK, alam mo naman na at alam mo yon na talagang ako isa ako sa naging daan upang ikaw ay maluklok sa bayan ng Santa Cruz. talagang ang buong pamilya namin, kahit si Mayor Marisa, ang suporta namin ay talagang bumuho sa iyo. Alam mo yan. At hindi ko nga akalain na God's will talaga na tayo ay naabutan ko ikaw dito. Talagang hindi ko in-expect. Talagang siguro bigay ito sa akin ng Panginoon Diyos. Tayo ay magkasama dito. At sa maiksi natin pinagsamahan dito, nakita ko naman yung dedikasyon mo sa trabaho, ang iyong pagiging matapat sa iyong tungkulin sa mga kabataan, sa pagtulong mo. Ipagpatuloy mo lang na sa iyong andyan, ikaw ay magiging ikaw ngayon ay barangay captain ng barangay ng Bagong Silang at politika pa rin ang iyong hinahawakan. Darating ang panahon na siguro ay siyempre nakilala ka na at hindi malayo na mapabalik ka dito. At good luck sa iyo. God bless at sana lahat ng iyong mga nais na mangyari sa iyong buhay ay matupad at laging malapit tayo sa ating Panginoon. Good luck, Butchie.
Thank you, Tito.
Thank you po, Bukal Danny. Kay Bukal din naman po tayo.
Bukal Butchie, congratulations ulit, syempre, sa pagkaluklok mo ngayon bilang kapitan ng inyong barangay. At salamat sa iyong serbisyo. Alam kong nagampanan mo ang iyong tungkulin kahit sobrang pressure dahil yung time na naging SK ka ay kapitan din ako noon. So alam kong nakatuon sa SK na bakit hindi makapagpalabas ng pondo noon. So alam kong ikaw ay isa sa nasisisi noon. Pero hindi alam na lahat talagang ganun kahirap dahil hindi naging maganda pa yung naging guidelines nila kung paano magiging maayos ang pagpapalabas ng pondo ng mga SK. Pero alam kong ganun ka-pressure man, pero dire-diretso lang at hindi ka nawalan ng tawag dito, yung loob mo'y nandun pa rin para magampanan yung tungkulin mo. Mamimiss ko lang sa iyo is alam kong pag tuwing napasok ka, meron kang dalang iced coffee. Baon-baon mo yan. Yung nakikita ko sa iba sa pagmapasok ka, dala-dala mo yan, naka-jacket ka. Yung parang totoy na napasok dito sa session hall, tapos makikita mong cool na ang So, sana ay pagpatuloy mo yung pagiging isang huwaran mo sa mga kabataan, kahit ikaw isang kapitan pa rin, dahil marami ang tumitingala sa iyo na sa ganyang edad mo nga ay ikaw yung nakapag-serbisyo dito ng ganyan katagal. At good luck sa darating na election ng mga ABC dahil alam kong humahangad ka pa sa mas mataas na posisyon. God bless.
Thank you, Ate Din.
Thank you po, Bukal din. Kay Bukal Mailim naman po tayo.
Bukal Butchie, pares kita ng katangian, kaya mabalik ka rito. At nang hindi ako lang ang nakikita ni Bukal Maris na pinibig late. Ako lang, kaya, ay parehas kita kaya mabalik ka rito.
Thank you po, Bukal Mail. Bukal Neril, baka may... Okay na po.
Bukal Butchie, alam mo naman po na ako ay isang taon na at halos 2-3 buwan pa lang na tayo nagkasama. Mas marami pa tayong magkasama sa labas dahil parehas ang ating kapalaran po. Hindi tayo regular na member, ex-officio member, at alam naman natin na tayo may parehas ang ating katungkulan sa ating mga namumuno. Bilang leader, katulad mo rin, ay ang tagumpay ng ating gobyerno ay tagumpay din natin. Kaya alam ko po na ikaw talaga ay isang matibay na pundasyon ng politika. Yun lang po at salamat at minsan tayo kasama sa labas, natalo pa tayo. Ni Bukal Maki. Sige po. At alam ko po naman na kayo may mga ngarin pa na God bless sa mga darating pang mga panahon.
Salamat po, Bukal Neri. Bukal Bal.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Bukal Buchi. Congrats, congrats. And good luck. Kala ko kanina ako lang ang umiyak ngayong araw na to. Ikaw rin pala. Umiyak din ako. So, anyway. No. Mixed emotion. Actually, mixed emotion eh. Ngayon, mixed emotion again kasi tama yung sabi ni Bukal Tres. Nakaka-relate naman kami. Yung ating attachment to each other dito sa pagiging bukal natin, lalo na magkasama tayo sa ating kwarto, nandoon yung ating mga kasiyahan. So, sa maikli nating pagkakilala, at-treasure ko yan. At tapos po, siguro as Liga President, ay may panahon pa, ay papasalang kita doon. Dahil kapitan ka. So, we are now on the level na parehas tayo, kapitan. So, marami natin pag-uusapan. Siguro tayong dalawa talaga pinaglapit dito so as to exchange everything. Thank you.
Parang early. Parang yun po ay premature campaigning, Bukal. Parang may laman Thank you po, Bukal Bal. Maraming salamat po. So, ayon nga ko po ng maikling mensahe ang ating bagong membro, si Honorable Bertinos Valencia. If you have any message po. Bukod pa yung welcome para hindi na niya ulitin.
Bukal Buchi, congratulations po for winning sa punong barangay po ng Bagong Silang. And believe po ako sa iyo dahil sa impluwensya po ng kabataan, kahit sa ibang bayan, madami po naging kaibigan dahil sa iyo, dahil sa impluwensya mo. And sana po is kahit hindi tayo nagkakasama, minsan is nagkakasabay lang po dyan, minsan sa inuman.
Nagainom ka, Bukal? Nagainom ka na? Lahat magaling. Sige.
And good luck po, Bukal Buchi, sa pagiging punong barangay po.
Thank you, thank you. Basta anytime na kailanganin mo rin naman ng advice ko as SK, dating SK, okay lang. Dito lang ako.
Maraming salamat po sa mga kasamahan natin sa 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan para sa mensahe na. So, muli, Bukal Buchi, maraming salamat. At gaya po ng sabi ni Bukal Melen Cabo, hindi naman po ito goodbye. Kumbaga, see you soon na lang po ulit. So, maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Dapat nauna yung video para hindi ako umiyak. Thank you po. Thank you.
Mr. Presiding Officer, for the reading and adoption of the minutes of the previous session, may I move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes and consider the same as having been read without prejudice to the corrections to be made by the members of the board. I so move.
There's a motion from Bukal Judge Aleva to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the previous session without prejudice to any correction from any members of the floor. Is there any second? Duly seconded by Bukal Tres Mancuca. There being an objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I'm inviting members of the board who have some corrections with the minutes of the previous session. May this representation be recognized, Mr. Presiding Officer?
Bukal Judge Aleva is recognized.
We have to correct the committee report, Mr. Presiding Officer, as to committee report number 288-2023. Nandun po siya sa last page. This has something to do with the conditions on the resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor to enter into MOA buy-in between the provincial government and the Marinduque Water District with regards to the Special Beach and Awards Committee, kung saan po ay nagiging condition po natin that the resolution shall take effect only after signing of MOA between MWD and luwa for the said purpose. Nagkameron po ng counting communication from the Office of the Vice Governor na nagsasabi po na mauuna daw po palang requisite itong ating resolution bago magkameron ng signing ng MOA between the MWD and the LUA. And for that purpose, ay nire-request po niya na madelete na po muna itong condition na ito and we will just stick to the resolution as written without any precondition. So ito po naman ay ilagay na po natin sa ating GC at meron naman pong mga nag-concur with the resolution. So I move that we delete items A and items B of the committee report.
Ito naman pong matter na ito ay naisangguni na sa atin informally by Bukal Jojo Leva through our communication group, but inviting other members for any comments. No other comments. Duly seconded by Bukal Mailim. Said motion is hereby approved.
So, Mr. Presiding Officer, since there's no more members of the board who have some correction, I move that we approve and adopt the minutes of the 64th regular session dated November 24, 2023 as corrected. I so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of the minutes of the previous session dated November 24, 2023. There being an objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Inviting members of the board who have some matters arising from the minutes. None. We now go to the approval and amendment of agenda. For today's agenda, we have one correspondence from the governor and another additional correspondence with regards to the MOA buy-in between the provincial government of Marinduque and Barangay Putimbuhangin, Mugpog. Then communications and petitions, we have 3 items. For municipal ordinances, for the review of the board, we have 2 items and various sub-items. We don't have any proposed ordinance. We have 3 proposed resolutions. We have 1 committee report and 1 item for the business for the day. Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for the approval of today's agenda as amended? I so move.
There's a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the approval of today's agenda as amended. There being no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, for the privileged hour, may I move that we suspend the rules in as far as the order of calendar of business is concerned, considering that we have a new member of the board. May we give the floor to Honorable Bertinos Valencia for his salutatory address.
The rules are suspended, and may we invite or welcome our newest member, Honorable Bertinos A. Valencia, for his speech or message.
To our Vice Governor in Angeles, and to our Presiding Officer, Honorable Mark Julius P. Caballes, to our Sangguniang Panlalawigan members, and the staff, blessed afternoon po to all of us. I stand before you today with profound gratitude and a deep sense of responsibility as the newly elected President of the Panlalawigang Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan of Marinduque. I am honored by the trust given by the people to me, especially to the youth sector. I pledge to serve with the utmost dedication and integrity. Our province, Marinduque, holds a rich tapestry of culture, heritage, and potential, and it is our collective duty to nurture and enhance these qualities. Together, let us prioritize inclusivity, ensuring that the voices of every community within our province are heard and valued. Transparency shall be the cornerstone of our actions, fostering an environment where trust flourishes between the government and the people. As we face the challenges ahead, I call upon each one of you to join hands in fostering sustainable development. Let innovation guide our decisions, and let the well-being of our constituents be the compass directing our policies. In unity, we will overcome obstacles, celebrate achievements, and leave an incredible mark on Marinduque's legacy. Let this honor signify the dawn of a new era, where the aspirations of our people converge with the diligent work of the Sangguniang. Thank you for the honor bestowed upon me. Let us embark on this journey together, fueled by a shared commitment to the prosperity and progress of Marinduque. Again, I am Bertino C. Valencia, the President of the Panlalawigan Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan ng Marinduque. Mabuhay ang kabataan, mabuhay ang Marinduque.
Thank you po, Honorable Bertinos Valencia, for your message. And again, welcome po sa hanay ng 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan. So the session is resumed.
Unless there is a question for the members of the board, we will now close the privilege hour.
Inviting any member of the board for any questions. There being none, please proceed, Mr. Majority.
We don't have any question hour for today. We now go to the committee reports. May I ask that we recognize the Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriation on the committee report of the Committee of the Whole, Committee Report number 292, Series of 2023.
Recognizing Bokal Ismail Lim for Committee Report number 292-2023.
Mr. Chair, good morning. Members of the members of the 16th Sangguniang. Mr. Chair, the committee, in behalf of the Committee on Appropriations, the committee gives the committee would like to present committee report number 292-2003. Please bear with me. This will take a while. With the subject. Excuse me, my colleagues, I'm a little bit under the weather. Mr. Chair, I present herewith committee report number 292-2003, Committee of the Whole, with the Committee on Appropriations as the lead committee, with the subject: Executive Budget General Fund, Calendar Year 2024, Province of Marinduque. A, Local Expenditure Program. B, Plantilla of Personnel. 2, Annual Operating Budget of Marinduqueño Sand and Gravel Economic Enterprise. Priority Development. And 3, Priority Development Projects to be funded by the 20% Development Fund, Calendar Year 2024. Number 4, Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund, LDRRMF 2024. 5, Gender and Development GAD Plan and Budget 2024. 6, 2024 Provincial Plan of Action for Children. 7, 2024 Provincial Plan of Action for HIV/AIDS 2024. Provincial Plan of Action for the Elderly, and 2024 Provincial Plan of Action for PWDs. 8, Peace and Order and Public Safety PAPS Plan and Budget Calendar Year 2024. 9, Local Climate Change Action Plan 2024. Annual Cultural Development Plan of Calendar Year 2024. Indicative Annual Procurement Plan of Calendar Year 2024. 2023-2028 Provincial Development Investment Program, PDIP, of the Province of Marinduque. We all have copies of the report, and the findings are, Mr. Chair, that the executive budget calendar year 2024 is composed of general fund proper and the economic enterprise of Marinduque Sand and Gravel Economic Enterprise with a total appropriation of 1,097,165,714 pesos, broken down as follows: General Fund 1,081,067,447, and Economic Enterprise 16,098,267, with a total amount of 1,097,165,714 pesos. There is an increase in the 2024 budget as compared to the present budget of 2023 due to the 6% increase in the national tax allotment NATA share of the province. 20% of the budget amounting to 206,597,557 pesos was earmarked for the development of fund in consonance with the provision of RA 7160. Another 5% of the budget monitoring amounting to 52,703,373 pesos was set aside for the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management per RA 10121. The Gender and Development GOD is 54,053,373 pesos. The implementation of 2024 PPAs for the protection of children has 10,392,878 pesos as available fund. The 2024 Plan of Action for HIV/AIDS for the elderly and for the PWDs has a total appropriation of 10,810,675 pesos, but was broken down into the following: HIV/AIDS 300,000, elderly 6,831,938 pesos and 75 centavos, PWDs 3,678,736 pesos and 25 centavos, with a total of 10,810,675 pesos. The indicative budget of for the implementation of PPAs for the Peace and Order Public POPs Plan is 13 million pesos. 10 million pesos, of which is for the peace and order advocacies and programs, while the remaining 3 million is for public safety initiatives. 8. Other plans that were submitted that will form part of the 2024 annual budget of the province includes Local Climate Change Action Plan 2024, Annual Cultural Development Plan, Calendar Year 2024, Indicative Annual Procurement Plan 2024, and Provincial Development Investment Program, PDIP, Calendar Year 2023-20 to 2028. All plans enumerated above needs a corresponding resolution approving the same. Number 9, expenditure program by sector for the budget of the calendar year 2024 for the general fund proper is as follows. You have the table here. I will no longer enumerate. It has a total of 1,081,067,447 pesos. The proposed budget for the operation of the MSGEE for 2024 shall be sourced from the estimated sales revenue allocated as follows. The table is with you. It has a total of 16,098,267 pesos. The recommendations are, based on the foregoing, the committee hereby respectfully submits to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan the following recommendations. That a specific resolution approving the following plans and programs be approved to wit. A. Resolution approving the calendar year 2024 priority development projects to be funded out of the 20% development fund of the province of Marinduque, involving an appropriation of 206,597,557 pesos, without prejudice to the submission of a PDC Execom resolution supporting and endorsing the request of Honorable Mayor Lorna Q. Velasco of Torrijos for the reallocation of the full 6 million pesos in the Executive Budget General Fund Calendar 2024 for the repair and improvement of Kabuyo Waterworks System, which was originally intended for A. Construction of Farm to Market Road with slope protection at Barangay Kabuyo, Torrijos, 4 million pesos, and B. Improvement repair of Kabuyo Waterworks amounting to 2 million pesos. B. Resolution approving the calendar 2024 Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund, LDRRMF, of the province of Marinduque, involving the total amount of 52,703,373 pesos, with the following recommendations. 1. The inclusion of various activities with regards to the implementation and the popularization, IEC, of the Marinduque Environmental Code of 2023 in the description of the General Public Services of the LDRRMF 2024. That the PDRRM Council may reconsider if the purchase of 1 unit speedboat is necessary. The purchase of 1 unit 6x6. E. Resolution approving the calendar year 2024 plans of action for the elderly persons with disabilities, PWDs, and HIV/AIDS program of the province of Marinduque, involving the appropriations of 10,810,675 pesos. F. Resolution approving the calendar year 2024 Peace and Order and Public Safety POPs Plan and budget of the province of Marinduque, involving an appropriation of 13 million pesos. G, resolution approving the calendar year 2024 Climate Change Action Plan, CAP, of the province of Marinduque. H, resolution approving the calendar year 2024 Annual Cultural Development Plan of the province of Marinduque, subject to the submission of an operational plan relative to various tourism-related projects and activities of calendar year 2024. I, resolution approving calendar year 2024 indicative annual procurement plan of the province of Marinduque. And J, resolution approving the calendar year 2023 to 2028 Provincial Development and Investment Program, PDIP, of the province of Marinduque. 2, that the committee hereby submits to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan and Bank a draft appropriation ordinance embodying calendar year 2024 annual budget, including that of the MSGEE for consideration of the board for second reading, subject to the following. 1, that the budget allocation of the governor's office and the public attorney's office, PAO, under the general fund proper, MOOE, be adjusted to include the grant of a monthly honorarium to Attorney Renz Marlon D. Macunat, Public Attorney 1, in the amount of 10,000 pesos per month. 2, that the specification of a rescue vehicle be submitted for consideration. 3, that various activities with regards to the implementation of and the popularization IEC of the Marinduque Environmental Code 2023 be included in the description of the General Public Services of the LDRRMF 2024. 4, that the operational plan relative to various tourism-related projects and activities for calendar year 2024 be submitted for consideration. 5, that officials and employees of the provincial government, as much as practicable, be allowed to use airplane as means of official travel in support to any airlines that will be plying the route of Manila to Marinduque and vice versa. And finally, 6, that the construction, repair, improvement of flood control system in Sitio Dangan, Barangay Bamban, Buwak, be prioritized in subsequent reprogramming of the 20% development fund. Respectfully submitted, Attorney Mark Julius Caballes, Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations, Lead Committee, Ismael D.P. Lim, Vice Chairperson, Committee on Appropriations, Aurelio Leva III, Member, Committee on Appropriations, Danilo R. Red, Member, Committee on Appropriations, Lauren R. Rosales, Member, Committee on Appropriations, Melga Bar R. Cabo, SP Member, Mercedes R. Rejano, SP Member, Antonio L. Mangkukong III, SP Member, Jose Henry Mangol, SP Member, Bernardine Office E. Mercado, SP Member, Baldomero R. Limpiada, SP Member. Concurred by Adeline Angeles, Vice Governor and Chairperson, Committee of the Whole. Mr. Chair, the committee report number 292-2023, Committee of the Whole, with the Committee on Appropriations as lead committee, I submit.
Committee report number 292-2023 as rendered with the Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations. Can I solicit
I move, Mr. Chair, that the said committee report be adopted.
before that, Bukal Jojo Leva?
A point of information, Mr. Presiding Officer, because last session, I was instructed by the Presiding Officer, the Vice Governor, to confer with Mr. Sani Paglinawan and Ma'am Marian Cunanan with regards to the proposed additional 4 million for Barangay Kabuyo that will be reverted to waterworks in lieu of the farm to market road. Accordingly, Ma'am Cunanan and Mr. Paglinawan confer with the governor, and they will no longer pursue the reversion. They will stay as it is, 2 million for the waterworks and 4 million for the FMR, and they will just reprogram in the later part of the year, next year. So I move that we delete that clause with regards to the provision in the committee report.
With the indulgence of the... Can I solicit a comment from Bukal Mailim?
No objection, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Then with the motion of Bukal Jojo Leva, and there being no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you very much.
So with the motion of Bukal Mailim for the adoption of Committee Report 292-2023, there being no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Moving further, Mr. Chair, that as an offshoot of the committee report, the same be included in the business of the day for second reading.
And that the accompanying resolutions be transferred to business for the day. Thank you po, Bukal Mail.
The presiding officer, may this representation be recognized for the committee report of the Committee on Rules.
Bukal Ojoleve is recognized.
The first item in the Committee on Rules is the request of the Governor to enter into a deed of donation with the Office of Civil Defense for a donation of a set of water filtration system to the Marinduque provincial government of Marinduque. This is very beneficial to our cause, Mr. Presiding Officer, and therefore the committee recommends for the adoption of a resolution granting authority to the Governor to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Office of the Civil Defense Mimaropa for the donation of a set of water filtration system to the provincial government of Marinduque. The committee prays for the adoption of this committee report.
There's a motion from Bukal Ojoleve for the adoption of the said committee report. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
And that the accompanying resolution be transferred to the business for the day portion of today's session.
Accompanying resolutions of the said committee report are transferred to business for the day.
The next item is the request of the Governor to enter into a memorandum of agreement between the provincial government of Marinduque and Barangay Puting Buhangin for the provision of financial assistance in the amount of 100,000. This is, according to the attached documents, it's 100,000 only. Certification, 100,000. Activity design, 100,000. Yung pong mga attached documents, only connotes 100,000. So, since this is only 100,000 with the indulgence of the Committee on Appropriation, may we recommend also for the adoption of a resolution granting authority to the Governor to enter into a memorandum of agreement with Barangay Puting Buhangin for the provision of financial assistance in the amount of 100,000 for the provision of basic services to the constituents of Barangay Puting Buhangin.
There's a motion from Bukal Ojoleve for the adoption of the said committee report. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
And that the accompanying resolutions be transferred to the business for the day portion of today's session.
Accompanying resolutions are transferred to business for the day.
The next item, municipal ordinances for the review of the board. I move for the omnibus motion that all municipal ordinances for the review of the board be declared as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Act. Municipal Ordinance number 270, series of 2023 of the Municipality of Santa Cruz. Municipal Ordinance number 269, series of 2023 of the Municipality of Santa Cruz. Municipal Ordinance 271, series of 2023 of the Municipality of Santa Cruz. Municipal Ordinance number 286, series of 2023 of the Municipality of Buena Vista. That's all, Mr. Presiding Officer. I move that this be, that the committee prays for the adoption of a committee report for the recommending for its approval.
There's an omnibus motion from Bukal Ojoleve for the adoption of the committee report, of the said committee report. There being an objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Likewise, Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for the adoption of a resolution electing Honorable Bertinos A. Valencia, the newly elected PPSK President, as of the province of Marinduque as chairperson and member respectively of the standing committees of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan previously occupied by the former president. To be precise, Mr. Presiding Officer, Honorable Bertinos Valencia will be elected as chairperson of the Committee on Youth and Sports, member of the Committee on Appropriation, member of the Committee on Barangay Affairs, member of the Committee on Games and Amusement, and member of the Committee on Women, Family Welfare, and Gender and Development. The committee prays for the adoption of the committee report.
There's a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the adoption of the said committee report.
And that the accompanying resolution be transferred to the business for the portion of today's session.
And that the accompanying resolutions be transferred to business for the day. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
We now go to the calendar of business. The first item is that very important legislation was omitted. May I ask that we recognize the chairperson of the committee on appropriation, the vice chairperson of the committee on appropriation for that very important appropriation ordinance. Resolution.
Bukal Maili is recognized.
Mr. Chair, in behalf of the chairman of the committee and the Committee on Appropriations, I present herewith committee report relative to related to the subject of a resolution of a proposed resolution reverting the amount of 130,000 pesos under.
Go to the calendar of business. We don't have any unfinished business for the business for the day. The first item in the business for the day is proposed ordinance number 16-13. May I ask the secretary to please read the title of the said ordinance?
Proposed ordinance number 16-13 entitled The Marinduque Environment Code, authored by Honorable Vice Governor Adeline M. Angeles and sponsored by Honorable Antonio L. Mangkukang III, Chairperson of the Committee on Environmental Protection and Human Ecology.
May I ask that we recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Environmental Protection and Human Ecology for the sponsorship of the said measure.
Honorable Antonio L. Mangkukang III is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. The proposed ordinance number 16-13, entitled the Marinduque Environment Code, authored by Honorable Vice Governor Adeline M. Angeles and is sponsored by Honorable Antonio L. Mangkukang III, the Chairperson, Committee on Environmental Protection and Human Ecology. The said measure was approved on the first reading on November 24, 2023, based on the recommendation in Committee Report number 287-2023 of the Committee of the Whole, with Committee on Environmental Protection and Human Ecology as the lead committee. And this representation moves to open for the interpolation, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Honorable Antonio L. Mangkukang. The proposed ordinance number 16-13 is now open for any interpellation. Yes po, Bukal Jojo Leva.
Yes, Mr. Presiding Officer. Mr. Presiding Officer, there are some issues in the committee report that has not yet been resolved. Like, for example, whether we will adopt the banning on the open pit mining, or whether we will ban totally mining. According to the resource person during the public hearing, mas mabuti pong mas doable ang open pit mining banning rather than banning the mining itself, kasi baka tayo ay ma-deklara ng national that it is ultra vires. Kaya siguro po ay kailangan mo po muna nating i-resolve kasi according to the Vice Governor, kinurek po niya yung committee report last time at ang sabi po niya ay hindi ba po yun adopted but for consideration. Alin po doon sa mga issues na yon ang kailangan nating i-resolve muna. Kaya hindi man po ako hindi po mapayag doon sa Marinduque Environmental Code, pero meron pong mga issue doon sa committee report na ang sabi ng ating Vice Governor, she being the author of the said ordinance, is for consideration or are for consideration of the plenary. So, would the good gentleman agree na i-defer po muna natin ang consideration kung wala pa po ang Vice Governor being the author? Pwede po kaya?
Can we
with
ask?
the indulgence of the good gentleman from Upog.
Can we ask Honorable Makukang to respond?
So, Mr. Presiding Officer, we are amenable to defer the following measure. Yes.
With the chairperson or the sponsor of the Committee on Environmental Protection and Human Ecology being amenable to the said suggestion or motion by Bukal Jojo Leyva, then proposed ordinance number 16-13 entitled the Marinduque Environmental Code, as authored by Honorable Vice Governor Adeline Angeles and sponsored by Honorable Antonio L. Makukang III, is be deferred, is hereby deferred.
And be calendared under the unfinished business next session.
And that the same be calendared to under the unfinished business for the next session. Thank you po, Bukal Jojo Leyva and Bukal Tres.
The next item are the accompanying resolutions of the committee report of the Committee on Appropriation, or of the Committee of the Whole led by the Committee on Appropriation.
May we invite Vice Chairperson Bukal Mailim for the accompanying resolutions.
As recommended by the committee, and with reference to the draft appropriations ordinance, I move, Mr. Chair, that the calendar year 2024 annual budget, including that of the MSGEE, the executive budget, general fund calendar 2024 of the province of Marinduque, or with the underlying
The session is hereby resumed. Recognizing Bukal Jojo Leyva.
Presiding Officer, may I ask that we recognize the Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriation for item letter A.
Bukal Mailim is recognized.
Mr. Chair, with relative to the committee report rendered and as its recommendations, Mr. Chair, I move that resolution approving the proposed resolution approving the calendar year 2024 priority development projects to be funded out of the 20% development fund of the province of Marinduque, involving an appropriation of 206,597,557 pesos, be approved, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion from Bukal Mailim for the approval of the said resolution. Duly seconded. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
May I ask that we recognize the Chairperson of the Committee on Disaster Risk Reduction Management for item letter B.
Again, Bukal Mailim is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I move that the proposed resolution approving the calendar year 2024 Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund, LDRMF, of the province of Marinduque, involving the total amount of 52,703,373 pesos, be approved, Mr. Chair. I so move.
There's a motion from Bukal Mailim. Duly seconded. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I ask that we recognize the Chairperson of Women, Family, and Gender and Development for item letter C.
Bukal Dindin Office Mercado is hereby recognized.
Thank you. I move for the approval of resolution approving the 2024 Gender and Development God Plan and Budget of the Province of Marinduque, involving the appropriation of 54,053,373 pesos. Mr. Chair, I so move.
There's yes po, Bukal Jojo.
Second.
There's a motion from Bukal Bernadine Office Mercado for the approval or adoption of the said resolution. Duly seconded. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
May I ask to recognize the Chairperson of the Committee on Children, Women, and Family for the approval of item letter D.
Again, Bukal Bernadine Office Mercado is hereby recognized.
Thank you. I move for the resolution approving the curricular year 2024 plan of action for children of the province of Marinduque, involving the appropriation of 10,392,878 pesos. I so move, Mr. Presiding Officer.
There's a motion from Bukal Bernadine Office Mercado for the approval of the said resolution. Is there any second? Duly seconded. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
I ask that we recognize the chairperson of the Social Services for item letter E.
Thank you.
Thank you po, Bukal. Bukal Mercerihano is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. I move for a resolution approving the calendar year 2024 plans of action for the elderly person with a disability, PWD, and HIV/AIDS program of the province of Marinduque involving the appropriations of 10,810,675 pesos only. I so move.
There's a motion from Bukal Mercerihano for the approval or adoption of the said resolution. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may this representation be recognized as Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety.
Bukal Jojo Leva is hereby recognized.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may move for the adoption of a resolution approving the CY 2024 Peace and Order and Public Safety Plan and budget of the province of Marinduque involving an appropriation of 13 million pesos. I so move.
There's a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the adoption of the said resolution. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
May I ask that we recognize the chairperson of the Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management and Local Climate Change for item letter G.
Bukal Ishmael Lim is hereby recognized.
Mr. Chair, I move that the proposed resolution approving the calendar year 2024 Local Climate Change Action Plan, LCCAP, of the province of Marinduque be approved.
There's a motion from Bukal Ishmael Lim for the approval of the said resolution. There being no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
We now go to the Committee on Tourism for item letter H.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Recognizing Bukal Melin Caro.
I move for the adoption and of a resolution approving the calendar year 2024 annual cultural development plan of the province of Marinduque, subject to the submission of the operational plan relative to various tourism-related projects and activities for 2024. So I move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion from Bukal Cavo for the adoption of the said resolution. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Item letter I is for the Committee on Appropriation.
Recognizing Bukal Mailim for the said resolution.
Mr. Chair, I move that the proposed resolution approving the calendar year 2024 indicative annual procurement plan of the province of Marinduque be approved. Mr. Chair, I so move.
There is a motion from Bukal Mailim for the approval of the said resolution. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
We now go to item letter J by the Committee on Appropriation.
Again, recognizing Bukal Mailim.
Proposed resolution approving the calendar year 2023-2028 Provincial Development and Investment Program, PDIP, of the province of Marinduque be approved.
There's a motion from Bukal Mailim for the adoption of the said resolution. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Next item is the CY 2024 annual budget. For second reading, may I ask that we recognize the Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriation.
Bukal Mailim is recognized.
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of the body, I move that the proposed appropriations ordinance for the calendar year 2024 annual budget, including that of MSGEE, be approved, Mr. Chair. I so move for second reading.
There's a motion from Bukal Mailim for the approval of CY 2024 annual budget, including that of MSGEE, on second reading. Is there any objection? There being no objection,
May second na?
second reading. Okay na po. Duly seconded, and there being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Considering that the same was approved without any amendment, I move that the same be calendar for third and final reading in the latter part of this session.
There is a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva that the subject ordinance be the subject for third and final reading. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may this representation be recognized?
Bukal Jojo Leva is hereby recognized.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for the adoption of a resolution granting authority to the Governor, Honorable Presbyterio J. Velasco Jr. to enter into a deed of donation with the Office of the Civil Defense Mimaropa for the donation of a set of water filtration system to the provincial government of Marinduque. So I move.
There's a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the adoption of the said resolution. Is there any objection? There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for the adoption of a resolution granting authority to the Provincial Governor, Honorable Presbyterio J. Velasco to enter into a memorandum of agreement between the Provincial Government of Marinduque and Barangay Puting Buhangin for the provision of financial assistance in the amount of 100,000 pesos. I so move.
There's a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the adoption of the said resolution. Is there any objection? There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for the adoption of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 268 Series of 2023 of the Municipality of Santa Cruz entitled An Ordinance Declaring Every 5th Day of September as my birthday, of every year as Arbor Day, Tree Planting Day in the Municipality of Santa Cruz, Marinduque, and appropriating funds thereof as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact.
There is a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva. An omnibus motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the said municipal ordinances be declared as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayans or respective Sangguniang Bayans to enact. Is there any second? Duly seconded, and there being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved. Municipal ordinances number 268, 269, 270, 271, and 286.
Hindi, isa pala.
Ay, ano po? Ay, isa pala mo?
Yung birthday ko pala.
Sorry, kala ko ito na. Municipal ordinance number 268, series of 2023, is hereby declared as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I ask that may I move that we adopt a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 269 Series of 2023 of the Municipality of Santa Cruz entitled An Ordinance Establishing the Santa Cruz Municipal Memorial Park of the Municipality of Santa Cruz, providing province of Marinduque and prescribing the guidelines for its administration and appropriating funds thereof as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact.
There's a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the adoption of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 269, Series of 2023 as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact. Duly seconded. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for the adoption of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 270 Series of 2023 of the Municipality of Santa Cruz entitled An Ordinance Amending Section 14A of the Municipal Ordinance Number 118 Series of 2017 entitled An Ordinance on Public-Private Partnership Code of the Municipality of Santa Cruz, Marinduque as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact.
There is a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the adoption of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 270, Series of 2023 as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan of Santa Cruz to enact.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for adoption of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 271 Series of 2023 of the Municipality of Santa Cruz entitled An Ordinance Extending the Deadline for the Payment of Business Permits and Taxes, including Tricycle Franchise Fee, for a period of 20 days without penalty, surcharge, or interest from January 21 to February 9 of each year and for other related purposes as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact.
There's a motion from Bukal Jojo Leva for the adoption of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 271, Series of 2023 as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact. Duly seconded, and there being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for the adoption of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 286 Series of 2023 of the Municipality of Buena Vista entitled An Ordinance Providing an act providing for the Environment Code of Buena Vista, Marinduque as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact.
There's a motion from Bukal George Oliva for the adoption of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 286, Series of 2023, entitled an act providing for the Environmental Code of Buena Vista, Marinduque as valid and within the power of the Sangguniang Bayan to enact. Duly seconded, and there being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I move for adoption of a resolution entitled a resolution electing Honorable Bertinos A. Valencia, the newly elected PPSK President of the Province of Marinduque, as chairperson and member respectively of the standing committees of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan previously occupied by the former President. I so move.
There's a motion from Bukal George Oliva for the adoption of proposed resolution number 2023-475, a resolution electing Honorable Bertinos A. Valencia, the newly elected PPSK President of the Province of Marinduque, as chairperson and member, respectively, of the standing committees of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan, previously occupied by the former President. Is there any second? Duly seconded, and there being no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Presiding Officer, may I ask to recognize the Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriation for its accompanying resolution.
Bukal Mailim is hereby recognized.
Mr. Chair, I move that the proposed, as an offshoot of the committee report, I move that the proposed resolution number 2023-476, a resolution reverting the amount of 130,000 pesos under the Office of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Legislative under his allocation in the MOE Fuel, Oil and Lubricants accounts to Capital Outlay, Information and Communication Equipment account for use in the office of Honorable Aurelio Leva III be approved, Mr. Chair. I so move.
There's a motion from Bukal Mailim for the adoption of proposed resolution number 2023-476. Duly seconded. There being no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you very much. That closes our business for the day. We don't have any unassigned business. For the proposed ordinance and resolution for third and final reading, we will now vote for the approval on third and final reading of the annual budget for CY 2024. I move that we do it through nominal voting.
There's a motion from Bukal George Oliva that the approval of the said subject ordinance or appropriation ordinance be subject to nominal voting. Mr. Secretary, kindly facilitate said nominal voting.
Please read the title of the said ordinance.
Proposed appropriation ordinance, an ordinance authorizing the annual budget of the provincial government of Marinduque for fiscal year 2024 in the amount of 1,081,067,447 pesos for the general fund proper, covering the various expenditure for the operation of the provincial government, and the amount of 16,098,267 pesos for the operation of the Marinduque Sand and Gravel Economic Enterprise, covering the various expenditure for the operation of the provincial government for fiscal year 2024 and appropriating necessary funds for the purpose. Honorable Aurelio J. Leva III.
I vote yes.
Honorable Antonio L. Mangkukang III. Honorable Bernardine Opis Mercado. Honorable Melga Balaren Cabo.
Yes.
Honorable Mercedes Arihano. Yes. Honorable Danilo Arred. Honorable Ismael D. Pilim. Yes. Honorable Jose Neril L. Manggol. Yes. Honorable Baldomero L. Limpiada. Yes. Honorable Bertinos A. Valencia.
Yes.
And the presiding officer, Honorable Mark Julius P. Caballes.
I vote yes.
Mr. Presiding Officer, with the majority, all members of the board present, voted in favor of the motion, no abstention and no objection.
With the appropriation ordinance having no abstention or objection and garnering the necessary votes, then proposed appropriation ordinance number proposed Appropriation Ordinance for CY 2024 is hereby approved on the third and final reading. The session is adjourned, and the next session will be on December 15, Friday, here at the SP or Sangguniang Panlalawigan Hall.